Hello Year 2, it's Miss Buckley here and I am teaching you your phonics recap lesson today. So, your learning question is, can I identify the different E sounds? Your steps to success are, I can read and write with E, which is the double E spelling. I can read and write with E, which is the EA spelling. And I can read and write with E, which is the split E spelling. Now, have a look on your screen. Can you read these words? Remember, we need to say the digraph first, then sound out the word, then read the word. So let's have a look at the first word. Can you see the digraph? The digraph is E. Now let's sound it out. D, E, P, deep. Superstars. Let's have a look at the second word. Can you spot the digraph? Well done, there are two. We have two digraphs in this word, and the digraphs are E and Ch. Now let's sound it out. S, P, E, Ch, speech. Let's look at the last word. Can you spot the digraphs? There are three, and the digraphs are E. Now let's sound it out. Th, t, e, n, teen, 13. Now it's time that we segment to spell. So on your screen you will see three pictures, and the first picture is a picture of a seed. The second picture, have a look at it. What is the arrow pointing to on the girl's face? It's pointing to her cheek. And the last picture, no, it's not a picture of a road. That's not the word I'm looking for. Remember, we're thinking about our E sound. So the word you're going to write is street. So the first word, you have seed. The second word, you have cheek. And the third word, you have street. Pause the video here and write those words. Amazing, well done. Now let's have a look to see if you were correct. Now, seed. How many sounds do I have in seed? Tell me. Well done. We have three sounds, so put up your three fingers. We're going to say the word. My turn, seed. And now let's pinch our sounds. S, E, D, seed. Let's see if you are right. Fantastic. Now let's have a look at the second picture. Our word was cheek. How many sounds are in the word cheek? Tell me. Superstars, there are three sounds. Put up your three fingers. Let's say the word, my turn, and then your turn, cheek. Now let's pinch our sounds. Ch, E, K, cheek. Fantastic. And we have two digraphs, two letters that make one sound. We have the ch sound and we have the E sound in that word. Now our last picture, we needed to write the word street. How many sounds are in the word street? Tell me. There are 5 sounds in the word street. So hold up your 5 fingers. I'm going to say the word street. Now let's pinch our sounds. S, t, e, t, street. Let's have a look. Fantastic, street. If you got those words correct, give yourselves a big tick. If not, pause the video here and write them correctly for me. Now let's look at our other E sound. We have the spelling EA, which also makes the E sound. We are going to read these words. Our first word, can you spot the digraph? E, well done. Let's use our sounds. J, E, N, S. Jeans, superstars, and lots of us wear jeans on the weekend. Our second word, can you spot the digraph? Again, we have our E. Now let's use our sounds. K, E, cream. Our third word, can you spot the digraph? There are two digraphs in this one, and we have E and Ch. Now let's use our sounds. T, E, Ch. Teach. And that's what I'm doing right now. I am teaching you your phonics sounds. And our last word, can you spot the digraph? E. Now let's use our sounds. D, E, dream. And we have lots of amazing dreams when we go to sleep at night. Okay. Now, it's time that we do some writing. So have a look at these pictures. I wonder what the words could be. So the first picture, we have a picture of the sea. The sea that we swim in. We can swim in the sea when we go to the beach. The second picture, what is the arrow pointing to? Is pointing to the bird's beak. And the last picture, this is a nice juicy fruit. What's the name of this fruit? It is a peach. So your words that you are going to write are sea, beak, and peach. Pause the video here and write those words. Okay, now let's see if you were right. Now, the word sea. How many sounds do we have in that word? Amazing, we have two sounds, only two sounds. I'm going to say it. See, your turn. Now let's pinch our sounds. S, E, see. There we go. Your second word, beak. How many sounds do we have in the word beak? Amazing, we have three sounds. My turn, beak. Now let's pinch our sounds. B, E, K, beak. Let's see. Fantastic. And our last word, we have the word peach. How many sounds are in the word peach? Well done again. We have three sounds. Let's say the word peach. And let's pinch our sounds. P, E, ch, peach. There we go. Give yourselves a tick if you got that correct. And if you didn't, pause the video here and you can write the words correctly. Oh, now the words are getting trickier. Have a look at the first word. What digraphs can you see? We have two digraphs and we have F and E. And in this one we have our split E, and this is when we have two letters that make one sound, but instead of sitting next to each other, these letters are split. So another sound can sit in the middle. So our digraphs are V and E. Let's sound it out. E, S, these. Let's look at our second word. What digraph can you see? We have our split E sound. Let's sound out the word. X, T, E, M. Extreme. And if I was to use this word in a sentence, usually when we say the word extreme, we add an ly at the end and turn the word into extremely. So if I was to say the word extremely in a sentence, I could say, it is extremely cold today. Have a look at the third word. What digraph can you see? We have our split E sound. Now let's sound out the word. K, o, m, com, p, l, eat, pleat, complete, complete. Let's complete your work for today. Okay, now let's see if you were correct. Now, how many sounds do we have in concrete? My goodness, this is such a long word. We have 7 sounds in the word concrete. Repeat after me, concrete. Put up your 7 fingers and let's pinch our sounds. K, o, n, k, r, e, t. Concrete. There we are. Give yourself a tick if you got that right and correct it if you did not. Again, we need to write the word Japanese. How many sounds are in the word Japanese? Again, this is a very long word. We have 7 sounds in the word Japanese. Put up your 7 fingers. Repeat after me. Japanese. Let's pinch our sounds. J, a, p, a, n, e, s. Japanese. There we go. Give yourself a tick if you got that right and correct it if you didn't. On your screen, you have some sentences which I would like you to read. If you find it a bit tricky reading these sentences by yourself, then use this trick that I normally use. When I see a sentence that I can't quite read independently, the first thing I do is I spot the digraphs. I spot any digraphs within the sentence that I know. Afterwards, I then spot the tricky words. Once I have the digraphs and the tricky words, I can then use that to help me to read the sentence. So have a go at doing that. Pause the video here, have a go at reading the sentences, and once you're ready, play it and we can go through it. Super effort, year 2. I'm really, really proud of you. Okay, so the first sentence. Here are our tricky words and our digraphs. There we go. We have I as our tricky words and we have our digraphs there. Let's use that to read the sentence. I see a peach seed. I see a peach seed. The second sentence. Here are our tricky words and our digraphs. Let's now use that to read the sentence. Did you meet the Queen? Did you meet the Queen? The third word. Here are our tricky words and our digraphs. Now let's use that to read the sentence. Pete said, "Come to the beach." Our fourth sentence. Here are our tricky words and our digraphs. Let's use that to read the sentence. Keep your feet away from the seat. And our last sentence, here are our tricky words and our digraphs. Oh, we don't have any tricky words in this one, we just have digraphs. Now let's use that to read the sentence. A footballer is an athlete. Give yourselves a really big thumbs up. And that is the end of our phonics. Now, I have some videos that I would like you to watch which will help you develop your understanding of the different E sounds. You will find the links to these videos on our remote learning timetable. Just click on those links, have a watch of them, and hopefully you should be super phonic superstars. Take care.